TheUBIE's fumbling through levels, but he's got one thing right. Chat's there to lift him up through every pixelated fight.
TheUBIE's cursing at the game, hands trembling on his keys. But Chat's filling up his screen with love and good vibes that please.
Through the lag and glitches, they're his greatest expertise. TheUBIE knows he's got it all when Chat is there to appease. TheUBIE feels the love from Chat, the streamer's shining star. Through every fail and epic fall, they never drift too far. With every
Well, I'm sitting here waiting for the lights to turn bright. Got my controller ready, but the stream's taking all night. You're chatting away, but I'm dying to play. Give me that action, can't wait another day. Checking the clock, taking slow like a metronome. Impatiently waiting for UBIE to come on. I'm itching for that game, ready to dominate. These delays got me starting to hate. Oh, UBIE, won't you hurry up and start the show? Got my fingers twitching and my enthusiasm's flowing. This waiting ain't right, can't take it no more. I need those games, UBIE, open up the chatting's buzzing, the excitement's in the air. Everyone's jamming to the rocking beats we share. Come on. Guitars wailing, drums crashing loud and clear. Loud and clear. UBIE Stream is the place where we all belong, my dear. Rocking in the chat room, let the music play. UBIE's Twitch stream gonna brighten up our day. Brighten up our day. We're a family united, bringing joy and cheer. Joy and cheer. Rocking in the chat room, feel the love right here. The countdown's ticking, anticipation rising high. Rising high. With every second passing, we're ready to fly. From all around the world, we gather near and far to share in the moments under UBIE streaming star. Rocking in the chat room, let the music play. UBIE's Twitch stream gonna brighten up our day. Brighten up our day. We're a family united, bringing joy and cheer. Joy and cheer. Rocking in the chat room, feel the love right here. Right here.
The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MA LSV and contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I like steak. Oh, hilarious impalements are tight.
No!
It's me. I am guilty as charged. I am your boy, TheUBIE.
I like steak.
I didn't hit all the sounders because I almost was really stupid. The microphone was on the other side of the desk, out of the way. That is a very Vanilla Thunder moment. Oh. All right, let's get that theme music out of there. How is everybody doing tonight? Let's roll it back and say hello to everybody before we get started. Am I framed right? Yeah, I'm framed good enough. Good enough. It's good enough for government work. Let's take a look. We have Tom in first with Johnny 3-Bar right after him, and my beloved and beautiful Brandy. Good to see all three of you. Who else do we got? Chris, good to see you, buddy. Glad your internet is back up and running. Who else? I know we got much of other folks. Jeremy, good to see you. Stars going for 10 in a row tonight. Hopefully they're going to win that one. Red Wings won the other night, didn't they? I think they did. If they didn't, my condolences. Who else we got going? Tom, good to see you. Guitar Bob, good to see you, buddy. Brian's in the house. Good to see you. Excuse my coughing. Boomer, good to see you as well. 2 Yards, also in the house. Did not get weather for my buddy 2 Yards. Let's get that up and running for you. There you go. There's some weather for 2 Yards. Steve Gunner. Also, Keith. Glad you're here, Keith, so I can actually give you some knowledge so you'll stop being wrong on the podcast constantly. All right. Looks like who we've got in here tonight. That is a packed house. I'm glad to see each and every one of y'all. Yes, absolutely. Also, good evening, Johnny. Okay, there we go. So that's everybody. Let's switch back over to that one now that we have gotten that out of the way. Why am I so bright? That's why. Okay, that's much better. Because the screen in front of me was this big white screen. Will, good to see you also sneaking in here as we start. So tonight's topic is on a kind of one of those confusing topics. Everybody's heard of loopback, but nobody really has much of an idea on exactly what loopback really is. Now, a lot of people confuse loopback with monitoring. But in the reality, pretty much every interface will allow you to monitor what the computer is actually producing and sending. That is just standard. For example, the Focusrite Scarlett Solo that I have does not have a loopback channel, but I can still hear the sound of the computer coming back. Because that's how that interface works. It has both an input and an output, and the output channel on the ASIO is a standard output channel. Now, what an actual isolated loopback channel is, if you have one, for example, if you have a Focusrite Scarlett 4i2 or 4i4 or anything past the 2i2, you have a dedicated loopback channel. Now, what that is it will take that all of that's coming back to you from your computer and then put that into a brand new output channel, or input channel, excuse me, so that you can select that. And it's usually called loopback. It'll be like Focusrite loopback or PreSonus loopback or something along those lines. And what that is that allows you to get around some of the stuff that I have to do and a lot of other people have to do, which is software routing. This allows you to actually use your, like, an outside sound and from what's going on on your system, and pull it into an input that you can use in your ASIO application. So that is the difference between loopback and monitoring. So hopefully that, clears that up a little bit. Now we do have some questions. Johnny 3-Bar got a genuine tech question. Do I set up my audio interface before installing a DAW? Yes, you do. Well, you can do it either way, but it's easier to have it already set up and installed because when you open the DAW up, it will only see whatever interfaces are currently installed. So when you go to set it up, if it's already installed, you can set it up as you're installing your DAW. Otherwise, you can still set it up later, but you'll have to dig through the settings, find where those settings are, and then select the proper channels for that. Is there latency on loopback? Yes, there is latency on loopback because think about it. So you are still processing everything on the computer, and then it goes back out into the interface, and from the interface there, it's then put on a channel and put back into your system. So you are going to introduce a little bit of latency there. Now those are usually super low latency because there's no processing or anything going on those, so you're talking maybe another millisecond of latency, usually a negligible amount, something that's not going to actually be something that you are really going to feel in that. But it will, I mean, every step of a chain on a digital audio adds at minimum a tiny amount of latency. Good to see you, Blue Mox. Good to see you, Workshed. Looks like my internet is being stupid this evening. Hey, Zach Thong. Good to see you, buddy. Looks like we've flattened. Yeah, I mean, Steve, I had a short period there where it looks like the internet kind of barfed on me a little bit. If nothing's running, why would somebody see a spike in the Midi monitor? The only reason you would ever see a spike in the Midi monitor is if Midi was passed through a particular chain. So if nothing's running there, I have no answer for you on that. That's the only thing that would actually spike and actually show up on a monitor. Any other questions? Sounds good, Blue Mox. Awesome. That's the buffering was Keith causing my internet to spike because he was angry at me for calling him out. How did the car thing go? Well, it hasn't gone yet, but we have got... So here's the situation on that. We have all the documentation ready to go. We were scheduled to go and get the registration done today, but our ride to the location fell through. So we had to reschedule for tomorrow. I think we have everything ready to go. Not totally sure I have every... I think either I have enough cash to cover it or I'm about $10 short. Either way, that's something I can probably fix without too much of a problem. So, but yeah, that should hopefully all get completely taken care of tomorrow. Don't go blaming Ziggy. Ziggy's a good boy. We proved that already. Ziggy's problem is Ziggy's too much of a good boy. TSA, good to see you, buddy. Anybody else? Please affect... Please explain effects loops on amps. Okay, so an effects loop allows you to take your amplifier setting or your amplifier and put your effects after the power amp. So that's the whole point of the effects loop. So you can obviously put effects before your amp just by plugging your cable into your effects chain and then plugging the whole thing into your amp. But if you want to put stuff after your amp, after the actual power amp, but you want to put it before the cab, especially if it's a single unit where, like an all-in-one unit with a head and cab all together, it's very difficult to do that. So an effects loop allows you to actually put all your preamp stuff into the amp. The amp puts the power, you apply the amp's power amp settings to it, and then you take that setting before you send it to the cab out on a patch cable, allowing you to plug additional effects into that loop, and then bring it back in, and then finally out your cab. So it allows you to actually put effects between the power amp and the cab itself. There was another question in there. Where is it? Are we going to be able to keep our place? No. Unfortunately, the place that we're in, that's a definite thing. It is completely gone as of March 31st, and we have no way to extend or control that. Any luck on the radio job? There is movement on that front. I have had 2 different stations and openings I have talked to phone-wise and interview-wise, and interview process on both of them. And I also have a offer letter in my email that I am looking at and looking over and considering. So, yes, there has been movement on that. Are headphones out same as monitor out? Can I route everything but voice to headphones so that you don't confuse yourself? No. So like on an interface, usually the headphone jack is the exact same as the monitors. It's just designed for a headphone instead of having the headroom that a monitor would have. So it's going to be the same signal on those two. There's, as far as I'm aware of, on most interfaces, there's no way to determine what goes to one or what goes to the other that I'm aware of. Yeah. Well, I too have the face for radio, but thank you. Appreciate about the voice. The thing with the voice is it wasn't free. I absolutely do have the voice for radio. I don't have the voice to be the smoky top 25 market DJ guy, but I have the conversational mid to small market voice, and it wasn't free. I went to school for that. It paid about too much for those skills, both the voice skills and the production skills. Any other questions? Yeah, Steve. Recently, as of today, I've got an offer letter I'm considering. So, I mean, I could potentially take the voice that I have and give it the right timbre and the like, 2 yards, if I decided that I wanted to basically kill myself by smoking 5 packs a day for the next 3 years. I don't have enough of gravel. I don't have enough bass in the voice to do hard imaging, and so, you know, it's a good voice. There's nothing wrong with the voice, but it is specific for certain markets, certain styles, those sort of things. So it's not an attack on my voice. I just know the limits of it. Is it night shift? No, it is not. It is management. Actual operations managing, not just an on-air type gig. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things in the radio broadcast industry, and this is a middle management type thing. So, Timmy, good to see you, buddy. Ted, good to see you this evening. Speaking of Ted, after the stream, drop Ted's live in there and pin that up top. Yeah, so I've had two contacts back from stations. One has moved into an offer position, and the other one has not reached that position yet. So, but there's still a active talks. Man, I gotta tell you, radio operations is basically. I'll put it this way for my IT guys. Think of IT operations and then figure out a way to add systems that probably were designed by shaved apes. So that's what radio operations is like. It's basically it's basically all the things about IT that you love and hate, but then include broadcasting into it. Any other questions, though? This is your forum. You guys know it. This is your show. Completely leading for you guys. I'm just trying to figure out why my filtering is not fully killing. Like that. Whatever that noise is there. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to put on a noise gate. All right, let's see if that... Yeah, that killed that out of there. Cool. I'll adjust that later. No, but you do need to know how to sacrifice a live chicken to get a transmitter to come back from the dead. Yeah, like I said, very similar to IT. Oh, and also realize that the IT world in radio operations is almost always going to be about 7 generations older than current levels of IT. There's a station I used to work with that last year retired a Windows XP machine. And one studio, I'll come in and where there's actual physical cable run from device to device and studio to studio. And another place you'll go in and it's all run across IP. It's just crazy. I'm not bagging on that. There's a reason why that computer just recently was retired. It did everything it needed to do for forever. It was air gapped, So it's not on a network. So there's no security concerns for it. It ran um just basically a powerful audio card. All it did was process audio. So it did its job with no problems. Never needed updates. Never needed anything special because the physical analog devices attached to it never changed. So I mean, if it ain't broke, please, dear God, don't fix it. Last call for questions before we get out of here. And of course, as you know, you always, if there's anything that you need answers for, you're too afraid to ask during a tech talk, or it's not at the same time. Obviously you have a question that's not during the show. TheUBIE@gmail.com. That I'm using right now, it is a very generic condenser mic. I don't even know what it's based off of. It's just a generic condenser mic. It is, I don't even know the company name for it. It's actually Focusrite. Focusrite actually makes this one. It's the iTrack Studio CM25B, but it's a very generic lower end condenser. Am I really Commander Bunny? I'm not even real. I'm just AI. You guys hadn't figured that out yet? All right. Getting up on that time right yet. See, Steve knows. Steve knows it. We're getting right about that time for Ted to take over and be the person that he is, Jack. And yeah, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. Good topic tonight. Hopefully people learned something. Hopefully I answered a few questions. Hopefully not everybody walks out of here with a dumb look on your face going, I don't know I know less than when I started. Gonna have our normal Wednesday morning stream 10 a.m. tomorrow, and you guys all know exactly what that is. And yeah, so each and every one of you, thank you very much for being here this evening. Again, if you need any additional help, reach out to me at TheUBIE@gmail.com, just like the channel name. And there we go. So we will see every one of you over at Ted's Live. You can find that link up in the pinned comment, or just hang around. When I hit end stream, it'll give you a chance to jump over there automatically. And yeah, hopefully we will see all of you on our next stream.
I like steak.